Ever had those days when life feels like an uphill battle? Where you're overcoming being sick and it throws everything off track, and the motivation to meet deadlines or do anything seems to vanish? Well, that is currently where I'm at. Some days getting started really just seems impossible, but I try to bring myself back to my routine as much as it can be a struggle when you're trying to get things going. Sometimes the smallest of things can add a roadblock and cause frustration where it can feel like everything is crumbling in. You know the feeling of responsibilities weighing you down and the simplest task becoming a dreadful challenge where simply starting your day seems like an obstacle course and you're simply wanting to make it to the finish line. But here's the thing, we all have a choice. Do we give in and avoid our responsibilities, or do we push to rise above and reach our deadlines? Well, I'm currently in that place, caught between choosing if I want to give up on the day or if I'm going to push through the loss of motivation and find a way to the finish line. There were moments when it felt easier to throw in the towel, to let go of commitments and sink into the comfort of rest. But now, I try to make sure to just sit down, take a deep breath, and enjoy my coffee while I wind down before taking any of my tasks of the day. But regardless of how I'm feeling, there's always one deadline I can't miss, and that's spending time with my dogs and take them on their WALK. Because if I say the word, they'll probably bark at me right now to take them on one. So let's go ahead and just simply take them out. See, sometimes just kind of getting some fresh air and walking the dogs can help out to get a little bit more of that motivation to get back into just doing your task and everything you have to do for the day. For me personally, at least that's something that just helps out to find that motivation again to meet my deadlines and just do the work that I have to do for my task of the day, especially when I'm not really feeling it if I was kind of, sick for a while. See, if I'm feeling stressed out and kind of seeing too much of what I have to do for the day, just seeing the dogs feel happy while we're walking, it kind of feels nice just because it keeps your mind off of something else where you can just go ahead, get a little bit of fresh air with it, and then just come back a little bit more recharged to at least do your tasks that you have to do for the day. That's something that I personally like to do, especially if I'm kind of not feeling like I want to do it at all. See, I noticed that it wasn't about achieving everything at once. It was about taking one step at a time, one deadline at a time, and proving that even in moments of dread, I can turn my self-doubt into productivity. The deadlines didn't disappear and daily activities didn't become any less demanding. What changed was my mindset, my refusal to be defined by limitations. Because like I tell my students at my tennis academy sometimes, the greatest victories are not in grand gesture, but in the silent battles fought within ourselves. We have to be our greatest cheerleaders, we have to be our #1 fan, and we have to be our greatest motivator, even when we don't feel like it. So, the next time life throws hurdles your way, whether it be from sickness, loss of motivations, or impending deadlines, remember to be the person who shows up for you and motivates yourself to reach your goals. Push through the hardships, endure in the face of adversity, and emerge on the other side stronger than ever before. You got this.